have socks on, but I'm committed to this now. Thank you. My feet, they shall be hidden. This is probably gonna get warm on my toes.
I mean, yeah, but we don't put that stuff on the internet for free.
Some toasty toes. No.
Oh, maybe you don't.
Wait, hold on.
Oh man, yeah, just start selling my feet back.
Should I just get socks? Oh, fuck, I'm getting
I mean,
socks.
you do what you got to do. Really.
I love how we start the
That's
episode
badly.
and you're like, I need socks. Couldn't do that while you were standing and messing around with all the lights and things like that.
Just take the one off your mic.
No, he needs the pop filter because that's why I have a chip in my tooth, actually, is because I was drinking alcohol, and one of my friends came up to me and just like smacked me, and the bottle went straight to my tooth. Yeah. It was weird. For like ages, my tooth was like, you know, kind of like sandpapery, and it like, it tasted like chip chalk sort of thing on that corner, and I was
That's
like, bro, never got it fixed though. I just have a bit missing from my tooth. It was like pretty small, so it's not really like enough to go to a dentist and be like, fix this, please.
Yeah, I have a chip in the front of my tooth, and I don't know why.
What, just
Yeah, it's like
defect or
on that one there, and it just, I just don't know how I got it.
is it still there, or did you get it fixed?
Yeah, it's still there.
Oh,
My teeth
I
are
haven't been to a
teeth.
dentist in years, which is probably not great, but you know,
oh man, yeah. I literally
that takes time and
only-
effort.
Every
Yeah.
time I've gone to the dentist, they're like, yep, your teeth are fine, except you need to brush more. I'm like, I'm aware.
I got told that my teeth were like the image of perfection, and I was like, have you seen my mouth? Like,
Have you seen
I
the
don't know about
disaster
that.
that's occurring here?
yeah, I'm like, I don't know about that, because like I feel like my teeth are very not fragile, but kind of like I get filling. Well, I've had a tooth at the back cracked in half,
Yeah.
like literally just split, so they had to
No
pull it
thanks.
out. This one has, I think I've had it get a filling twice. Once when I was younger, and then now I've just got the permanent filling on it. I think I have a filling on this side as well. I'm pretty sure I have a filling on this side as well.
That's better.
So I'm just like, are you sure? Are you sure my teeth are like
Yeah.
good? But apparently,
How's that the image of perfect? Okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I haven't had anything done to mine.
I'm sure I need a couple of fillings at least, but like nothing hurts, so you know.
Oh yeah, I mean that's pretty
Yeah.
much the main thing. And I've got
Yeah.
like, I think I've got receding gum disease because my gum in my front has got like, I mean my dad's got receding gum disease, so it's like, it's probably just genetics. But yeah, the front of my gums here has like started getting just ever so slightly lower, and I'm like, is that concerning? And they're like, no, it's fine, it's normal. And I'm like,
I can't,
okay.
I can't do mouth stuff.
I had to help my dentist get a filling. I've told the story.
Yeah, I feel like you've said this.
Yeah, I was saying before, like, it's a really weird experience, like, because you can, like, when you're lying there, you can kind of picture what they see, but then until you actually see someone open their mouth and you're, like, staring in the mouth, it's actually like, oh, this is weird.
I say it when they scrape. I'm like, ugh,
Oh, yeah.
that's terrible.
Oh, man. I had, like, a kind of like a plaque thing. It's not from, like, a brushing. It was just, like, some sort of build-up thing, and it went, like, rock hard, and they had to, like, chip it off my tooth. I don't know. They explained to me why it happens, but anyway, they had to chip it off my tooth, and it was just it was like scratching, and it, right at the front as well. So I'm just like, this is so uncomfortable. Please,
That's
just
foul.
please.
Oh,
All right, yeah, we're gonna have to stop talking about
Yeah,
teeth
it gives
and
you that
actually intro the
feeling.
episode. Let's go.
What do we
Okay, welcome to the Zero Function Podcast, where zero brain cells are present. We haven't said our little tagline in a while.
Can we?
I feel like you always say it, but you don't,
Probably.
and I definitely don't.
I probably said
Generally, I'm
most.
trying
Yeah.
to fast track everything.
You're like,
Yeah.
please, let's just get this done. But I am your host today. Not that I forgot. And my co-hosts are Lee and Conall.
Hello.
Welcome. But yeah, I literally completely just forgot about the podcast, and then realized yesterday, I was like, oh yeah, tomorrow's Saturday, podcast time. And then at 30 a.m., so, you know, past midnight, I was like, oh shit, tomorrow's my day. Well, today is my day. So yeah, this morning at, 1:45, I was researching for the
clapping.
podcast. Yeah.
Yeah, bit of yanks.
It's just...
Did you have to work today?
No.
Oh, you had plenty of time.
Yeah, exactly.
Easy.
Yeah, that's why I was up that late, because I have work tomorrow.
Mm.
But I only start at 11, so it's fine. What?
What hours are you doing? What?
Sunday 11 till 5, Monday 9 to 5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Easy days. Anyway, so today's podcast, it's a little bit haphazard, but
As expected.
exactly. What else do you expect from me? So the actual category, I'd say it is incidents of magicians that cost them their life. So magicians who had incidents on stage as well, like during a performance.
Nice.
That's the thing. I can't think of like the actual title, but it's magicians whose tricks went wrong on stage, basically.
I'm trying to figure out why you needed a dictionary.
Oh, yeah.
Are
Okay,
you
so
gonna? Oh,
no,
Yeah.
we're gonna get to this. So
okay.
this is sitting here with 2 notes on it that I've prepared before this podcast, because at the end, after all this, we're gonna do some magic,
Okay.
and hopefully none of us will die.
Is this one of those math tricks?
Please don't kill us.
No, it's not a math trick. With
I
me.
kinda
Oh
hope you
yeah,
get
yeah,
it.
I see what you mean.
I kind of
Yeah.
hope you fuck it up because that'd be fun.
Honestly, I might, because you'll see later, but I might. There is high possibility that not that I'll mess it up, but that the trick won't go as
Are
like
you insinuating we're gonna mess it up? You are the magician.
it's one of those things that's kind of up to interpretation. So like some of these may very well go wrong. Anyway, we will start.
No, okay.
I just want it to go perfectly, just to
Oh,
shame him.
yeah. I want at least a few of them to just go
Rude.
like
Mm.
well. Hold on, let's go into my favorites
Oh.
pages because I've just got some good old Wikipedia sources and things like
classic.
that. Classic.
Do it.
Classic.
Like I
Do
said,
it.
this is going to be a bit haphazard. I was researching very late at night, and I was like, this is interesting, but it's more of just one of those ones I'm going to tell you the thing, I'm going to talk about it, and, just think of it like a Reddit video.
Chat shit.
Yeah. Chat shit.
Chat shite. Shut the fuck up.
I'm assuming that Houdini is in your list somewhere.
Yes. Oh, actually, that's what I meant to say. They're meant to be like a prerequisite for this.
Right.
A lot of these incidences have a theme.
We'll roll with it. Yep.
Yeah. They have a theme. One of them being people trying to recreate Harry Houdini's stunts.
That sounds about right. Yeah.
And-
yeah. Why does that not surprise me?
Yeah. And the other theme is one trick in particular has killed a lot of people.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
I can
But-
take a guess, but we'll see.
Yeah.
There's an X-Files episode about that.
Yeah.
I think it was season 7.
I think so.
I didn't watch the X.
I
What's his name?
always thought he
Malini, that
died
was-
during a trick, but he didn't.
Houdini.
Yeah. He didn't. He died from what do you call it? Like appendicitis. It was
Really?
it was the rupture of his appendix or something along those lines.
Did
It
it
was
happen to
something
rupture
I need to-
during a magic trick?
I need to
don't
go-
know,
I need to go
but yeah,
fact
it's
check
some
that
it's
now.
something to do with his appendix. But can you believe
Houdini!
Harry Houdini died on Halloween?
Nah.
He died
So he did, yes.
on October 31st. I was like,
Coincidence,
wow.
I think not.
I was like the guy who is like the mystic of magic for, even now, died on Halloween.
That is.
Like, if you're going to die on a day,
Maybe you planned it.
honestly, maybe he was just like, oh, I have appendicitis. Let's just leave it because this will be jokes.
Let's leave it, and I'll give up on this very specific day.
Yeah.
Just he mentally, just pure willpower. He holds on. He's like, right, today.
Today's the day.
I mean, you can kind of do that. Like
Yeah.
people do kind of just hold on
Yeah.
through willpower alone.
One of my ex's grandmother, she was, on her deathbed. She held on until her husband got home from, I don't know, work or wherever he was. She said her final goodbye, and then, like, straight after that, just gone.
Jesus.
And I was like,
God.
bruh. She held on for, like, because she was, pretty far gone. But then they were like, he's coming, he's, like, going to be here. And she held on for, like, another, like, hour and a half or something until he got there.
Damn,
And then just, and I was like, damn, that's commitment.
that's movie grade drama. There.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was very
That's-
sweet,
so
but,
it
like,
always
also
happens.
very sad.
Mm.
Also, yeah, did in fact die of appendicitis.
Yeah.
Performed his last show while suffering from appendicitis.
Oh,
And according to legend, passed out at one point and had to be revived, but I don't know how true that is.
Damn.
But yeah,
Because
I didn't know that.
He was
Very
supposed to do
possible.
another season of whatever. And then,
whatever.
well, yeah, another season. It was like 19... When did he die? 19...
Bleh.
Oh, I thought you still had the page up.
Bleh.
I want to say 31 or something, but like I feel like that's way too late or too early.
1926.
Oh, pretty close.
Holy shit.
So that's when it said another season. I was like a roadshow, something like that. Maybe that's what I'm assuming.
All right, yeah.
It said like
yeah.
27th season or
But
something along
did he
those
travel
lines.
around? Oh, yeah, obviously he traveled
Jesus
around different
Christ, he had a
places.
fever of 40 degrees at his last show. That is insane.
That is high. How is that man not already dead?
Shit. Isn't like a
Jesus.
high fever like 32 or something?
No, the
I
average
think
average
you're-
body temperature is like 36.
37.
37,
High
yeah.
36, 37. I believe you're supposed to be dead at like 41.
Yeah, and
Or something like that. It's over 40, I know that.
I'm just making noise in the mic at this point. Yeah, it's like
I'm pretty sure it's 41, 42. Yeah.
degree above that is classified as a fever in Celsius.
Damn.
I don't know about Fahrenheit, so you know.
Mm.
Yeah. So he was not doing good.
He was not doing okay. Okay, this is what I should have said. Magicians who die during a performance. That's what we're
Yeah.
going on about. I don't know why I struggled so much
I
with
think
that.
I think the title should be When Magic Goes Wrong.
Yeah. I'm going to take off my shoes now because I've been keeping my feet off the bed because I had shoes on.
And off camera.
Yeah, but I mean, it's really like affecting my knee because my leg was like twisting like that. So I was like, let's just get
Yeah, fair
comfy.
enough.
What are you?
Trying to look at what internal temperature for humans is lethal.
Okay, well, we shall get into this.
Hyperthermia at or above 40 degrees Celsius is a life-threatening medical emergency that requires immediate treatment. So, yeah, don't go above 40 degrees. That's not good.
Oh yeah, no, I was really planning to do that this afternoon.
That I read
Why
an-
not?
You literally said don't go above 40 as if like people have a choice.
Yeah, don't drive above 40.
I read
Yeah.
Don't know how that was related, but
I read an account not long ago of a guy's D&D game where one of his players used I don't remember which spell, but basically raised the temperature within an enemy's brain by like 30 degrees and just instantly killed him.
Holy shit! That's
Which
giving me
is
some
like
good ideas though.
Creative magic use.
Yeah. What? Wait, what? I was about to say what spell was that, but I mean that's probably
I don't
very
remember.
details.
I
Yeah.
mean, yeah.
Wait,
There was-
could
You can pretty much
could
use
Kaylin
anything.
use the fireball thing inside their brain?
I don't think
I
so.
think it gets cast from the user.
Oh damn!
There is another guy who used shape water to summon water inside a guy's lungs.
Hell yeah.
I have.
Why can't
that
you just
spell.
do blood bending?
I will allow it once and never again, because that is overpowered.
No, but like, even if it's not inside his lungs, humans are 70% water. I could manipulate the water just inside their body.
I am going to have to do some rules research after this.
Oh, you're giving me ideas now. Anyway.
For anyone who's not aware, I DM a game with these two and a couple others. So
Yes.
yeah,
It's very fun.
cursed.
I
Yeah.
should
Oh,
not
yeah.
have.
Yeah, I'm excited now. Remember when I was like the pacifist and I was like, let's talk to the monsters now? I'm
Yeah,
like,
we're
"Bring
you
them
supposed to
on."
be
I don't
nice
remember
to
that.
things?
Yeah.
You live in a forest.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, hey, the ogres and trolls and all those sorts of things. Like,
the church as well. You just like, burn it down.
I did not.
Tried.
I was with them. I was like, how is this like feasible?
You tried until you forgot wood existed. The fact
Yeah,
that a
pretty
lot of things have wood in their
Oh, dear.
buildings
Yeah.
did not did not
So-
phrase that right. That's what I meant to say.
Our first guy. So this one is eight magicians who died, and then we're gonna go to the Wikipedia page, and it goes by year. You know, which is yeah. Right. So first one. William Ellsworth Robinson shot himself during a famous catching the bullet trick.
As you do.
As you do.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see, Ivan, to catch bullets, you need to... Do you
What?
remember that?
I mean,
No.
it looks like that.
Oh, you don't remember it?
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I'm going to look for this while you do that.
Okay, so it says on March 23rd, 1918, during a routine performance, Robinson shot himself for real by accident because he had been lazy.
What?
The thing with guns is you have to clean them if you want them to work properly. Robertson supposedly never cleaned his trick gun and gunpowder built up in the chamber.
You fucking idiot.
The day the magician died, the blank lit the accumulated powder, which exploded and fired the real bullet in the second chamber.
The
Hold up.
the second chamber? Hold on.
So it was a revolver, I'm
Oh,
assuming.
right.
So first chamber would have been empty.
Well, had a blank, yeah.
Yep. So it had a blank. As he fired it, the
It-
cylinder would have rotated, and as the powder in the barrel ignited, it also ignited that second bullet as
Yeah.
it was in line with the barrel.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Got it.
Bullet pierced Robinson's lung, and for the first time in his professional career, he spoke in English on stage. Oh my god, something's happened. Lower the curtain.
That's
Wait, the
That's
first
how-
time he spoke in English, what national? What?
clean your guns. That is how Brandon Lee died. Like, just
Oh, is that how? I thought someone loaded it with a real bullet.
So there, for those who don't know, Brandon Lee, son of martial arts legend Bruce Lee, was also an actor. Was starring in
The Scarecrow. Or something.
The Crow.
Oh, The Crow, there you go.
It was 98. I want to say it came out. I might be wrong, but it was late 90s anyway.
Yeah.
He was killed during a stunt where his character was supposed to be shot with a pistol, and I think it was a pistol. And there are differing accounts as to how it happened. Like, no one's really sure, but the general consensus is that the gun they used was modified to fire blanks, but that there was an obstruction in the barrel, so that when they fired the blank round, whatever was in the barrel actually got propelled out and hit Lee. And
What a great
I
idea.
thought
died.
the story
Yes.
was some. I guess it's always propaganda and all sorts of whatnot.
Yeah.
But like, I thought someone loaded it with a real bullet and shot him.
I've heard that one before as well.
Yeah.
I doubt that's
'Cause
true.
it's
I
quite
haven't actually
unlikely.
seen the movie, but the character, like, he can like reform his skin or something, right? Because I remember
I've
he
not seen it either.
yeah, he gets shot in the hand and his skin like grows back. So I think that he's some sort of supernatural character or whatever.
Yeah.
So I think the whole thing was he was meant to get shot and he's supposed to get up, but he didn't.
Ah,
I think they actually kept that scene
Yes.
in the movie.
that might be an
God.
urban legend too.
I would
Really?
doubt
I don't know
that.
because I've heard that as well. But
Yeah.
yeah. There's plenty of. Oh my god. Yeah,
That's what I was talking about.
you have to put that up on screen now. In the edit. That's on you. That's on you, bud.
Oh fuck! I should have.
Yes, I have in fact seen that
You
before.
see, Ivan, when hold pistol like me, you shall never shoot the inaccurate because of fair shooting fingers. There you have it. It's a meme.
Baba Yaga.
I'll probably put it there if I remember. Oh god, I have to write this down.
Yep.
Um.
Time cap. Anyway,
Nice.
it says Chungling Su, the real name. Oh, sorry, was the stage name of the American magician William Ellsworth Robinson. Robinson performed with a yellow face, trading racist notions of Eastern mysticism
Of
and
course he did.
ancient Asian magic, and was most
Yeah.
famous for his catching the bullet trick, which he called
Classic.
condemned to the death by boxers. So it had a nice Chinese ring to it.
Fucking Fu Manchu racist motherfucker. When was this?
1918 is when he died.
1918. Yeah, why does that not surprise me?
Yeah.
God, things used to be so much worse.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Is there like dog hair or something on this mic? Because something keeps tickling my lip.
No, but there is a dog barking.
There is so
Tickle
much
my
dog
lip.
hair on this. Are you joking?
That's the microphone I use. I haven't noticed.
Do you not see all of this?
Bro, no, it's probably not dog hair. It's probably the cat because Sparky
yeah, cat hair makes
jumps up on
sense.
my lap in the morning sometimes when I'm waiting to go to work, and
Yep,
he's
I've
like,
seen it.
he's like tail in microphone, and I'm like, and I move it away, and he literally goes towards. I'm like, stop! It's so fucking
I was like,
annoying.
something is definitely touching my lip, but
No,
Yeah.
it'll be cat fur, definitely. Fucking asshole.
Car, the magician, was ripped apart by a speeding car.
Visceral.
Yes.
Weird question.
Ripped apart.
Why was he called Car? The chance.
That's literally at the end. They're like,
Well, it's like-
it says car, maybe it was fate.
I
But
mean,
it's,
it's like
it's spelled
Penn and Teller, you know, they have
K-A-R-R.
Mononyms. So, you know.
Sorry?
Sorry, it's spelt like, how's it spelled?
K-A-R-R.
Like the evil
Car.
Kit from Knight Rider. Car. Yeah.
Indeed.
Evil what?
Kit. You know David Hasselhoff's car from Knight Rider?
Yeah.
Yeah, he has an evil counterpart called Car, which is spelt K-A-R-R.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I was like,
I used
that
to-
was not English.
I used to watch a lot of 80s TV when I was a kid.
Yeah.
There was sorry, side tangent.
You're good.
The local satellite company, which in New Zealand is Sky, and I think they're an
Sky.
Australian company. But one of the channels that they used to have was called Jones, and it was
They still do.
all like
Oh, yeah.
retro
Mm.
TV shows. I say used
They're
to
like
because we don't
MASH
have it
and stuff
anymore, and
on
I
there,
don't.
Oh,
don't
okay.
I don't watch broadcast TV anyway. It's like it's all streaming.
Was it like MASH and like Blackadder?
Yeah, like
and
old-
stuff. Yeah.
Old stuff, yeah. Mostly American stuff. You know, like
Mm.
Happy Days, kind of yeah, MASH, that kind of thing. But there was a solid block on Saturday afternoons of Magnum PI, Remington Steel, and chips, and that was my Saturday afternoon for months.
I think I
Damn.
watched
great.
Magnum PI. I know of it.
Magnum
but
is
never...
great. The original. I
Doesn't he
haven't
just,
seen
like,
the reboot.
Do weird things to like solve shit. He makes weird shit.
No, that's MacGyver.
Oh, that's MacGyver.
Yeah.
I'm on the wrong page. Yeah,
You're confusing your 80s action heroes.
they're all the same. At the end
Shit,
of the day.
damn.
The Richard Dean Anderson, also Stargate SG-1 fame. And he got past like season 3.
God,
I need to go back and
Stargate's
rewatch
a
that.
thing. I forgot about Stargate. Oh God.
Stargate the movie is fantastic.
My
I just
brain is
remember
just whirling
I just
right
remember
now.
the CGI of the portal. Like,
Oh, hell yeah.
It was like
Hell yeah.
It amazed me when I was younger. I'm like,
The first time you see that portal activate,
yeah.
where it's that like water drop effect, it's
Yeah.
like, oh, it's so
And
cool.
they get like sucked in and shit, pretty much. Like, they
Yeah.
walk through and it's like, so it was still
I have
amazing. though.
no idea what
Do
you're
you not
on about.
Oh,
remember
you need to
this?
watch Stargate.
Oh.
The original movie with Kurt Russell and James Spader.
Yeah.
So good. And then they recast them for the SG-1 show. That
Damn.
was alright.
I just remember a clip where they like vibe check the aliens pretty much with just P90s. Well, they don't shoot them. They're having like a contest. Like they're showing off their spears that like shoot like,
Yeah.
energy
Oh.
projectiles.
Wait, yeah.
And then the humans are like, no, this is a real weapon. If you want to kill someone, just a P90 with like 50 rounds. I was like,
Yep. Bad guys with the gold and the
oh.
oh boy, Teal'c. Chris Judge's character. What was? Oh man,
He's losing
I
it.
can't remember.
Yeah.
He's losing it.
Chris Judge, voice of Kratos in God of War 2018.
Who is he?
What?
I haven't played God of War.
Seriously?
I don't
Oh
have
my
a
God, you need
I
to
don't
pick
have a PlayStation.
Okay, you need to take my PS4 and play God of War because it's
I've
fantastic.
got other
It's
games to
amazing.
play, bro.
I
But
feel like
yes.
he's since he's had his PC, he's upgraded. He's past that PS life.
I
yeah.
am pissed off though. There's games that go onto the PlayStation. Like I want to play Demon Souls. That game is so beautiful, but they're like, yeah, let's chuck it on PlayStation. You know, just to piss everybody on PC off. You know,
That's why I still have consoles.
fuck.
I mean,
I want to play it so bad. It's such a pretty game.
to be
Then
fair,
why
I
don't you just get a what do you call it? Caster. What's it called? Capture card.
or
So you can, or I mean, you
Okay,
could just
there's an
why don't you
Elgato.
yeah. Why don't you?
I have an
just-
Elgato around here somewhere. that you
Oh,
could
really?
use.
I don't know if
Yeah.
it would go that well. I don't know how it even works.
What to?
I vaguely know how it works, but I know you can
It's just like plug and play, and then it has
Yeah.
all the software in it.
Does it?
Yeah.
I think so.
Because I used it.
But then I don't have to.
Yeah, because we
Because then you
used
could
it,
literally you could clear off that shelf, have the PS4 in there, and then just play it through your computer.
Yeah, because do you remember when we did those really early
Brains just-
Let's Play test episodes?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was using the Elgato to capture from my Xbox.
Right.
Yeah.
So does it stream it from the PS4 or PS5?
Yeah. It'll probably work.
Then I'd have to buy the game. It's quite expensive.
Or you
still,
could
I
or you
think.
could just like
Ow.
disconnect
My
one of
head
your
just got
monitors
pulled.
from your PC and use that as a display. Like that's
Oh no!
No.
Could
this
never.
happen.
Wait,
No.
don't PS4s have Chromecast anyway?
I've never
I
tried.
don't think that would really work for that.
I don't know. I don't have a PS4.
Mac OS has a PS4 streaming app,
Hmm.
which I use occasionally. I can
But
just, like,
I
stream
just found out that
stream it to my
Xbox-
laptop. It's great.
I just found out that Xbox controllers work on. You know how like you can connect PlayStation 4 controllers for
Yes.
games on crossplay. They were like, you can do the same thing with an Xbox controller. And
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
Well, because it's all Microsoft.
Yeah.
yeah,
Not the
The
PlayStation.
The
but
Xboxes are superior on that because generally they connect automatically.
that's
Yeah.
what he told me because
The-
he was like,
yeah.
"It's Microsoft is like actually better." Because I was looking at controllers to buy so I could play GTA on my computer,
Mm.
and they were like, "No, the Xbox works," and I was like, "I have one of those."
Yeah, it's definitely way better because for the PS4 you generally need a like intermediary, like a software runner
Yeah.
sort of for like
Mm.
the input or whatever, which is quite annoying. So Xbox is definitely better for PC.
The Xbox One Elite controller is the best controller on the market.
Yeah, but I don't think I'm gonna buy that considering
The
I just
last
have an
one I've
Xbox
touched
controller
is the
anyway.
one
I'm
you
like,
brought
"Oh."
up here when we were playing Hitman.
The which one?
I don't know. You brought one up here when we were playing Hitman
The
or something.
Xbox. I mean, I
Yeah.
brought my Xbox One controller up.
Was that the
Yeah.
Elite or just?
No, it was just a
Yeah.
regular one.
I don't know.
It's pretty good.
I
The,
I'll
the, the,
definitely have
ba-
to
the
get
base
used-
controller is great.
I definitely have to get used to it, but I think they are a lot better than the PlayStation ones. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I like the PS4 controller, but the the Xbox One controller is just so much nicer. Like Xbox has always had nice controllers.
Yeah, yeah, I know. The triggers kind of put me off sometimes.
What's
though.
the one that I don't like? I think it might
Quite
be. It
big.
might be. It might be the PS4 or the PS3. I don't remember.
It'll be the PS3 controller because that and the PS2 they're like tiny and plasticky and they.
I think it might be the
Yeah.
PS3 one. I
They're not
remember
great.
there was one PlayStation controller. I was like, no.
Yeah,
PlayStation 2 I was fine with because I mean that's what I grew up on.
I went back and played the original God of War games before the new one came out, and yeah, going back to that PS3 controller,
Disgusting.
did not like,
No.
did not want.
Yeah.
Anyway, getting ripped apart by a speed car.
Yeah,
Nice.
Let's do that.
What a way to segue back to what?
Nothing.
All right,
Nothing.
He's drunk.
a moment of realization.
Fuck off. I mean, I haven't eaten anything since yesterday at 4:00. So
Yeah, that might be an issue.
I did buy food though. I do plan on eating, so don't look at me like
Right,
that.
okay. Professionally known as Car the Magician, South African escape artist Charles Rowan lost his life during a daredevil escape attempt in 1930.
I have to. Charles Rowan.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have to do it with the accent. Yeah, there's another 2 beers on the floor.
And
if anyone
he's got an ice bucket.
wondering. I mean, it's a plastic jug full of ice, but yeah. All right.
Yes.
On camera, yes.
Could you speed this up, please?
All right, Charles Rowan. Tell us about Charles Rowan.
You're a
I
menace to
suffer.
society.
Menace.
I suffer in silence.
I suffer outwardly. I am going to
I
let you
know.
know how disappointed I am.
My bottle's very wet.
Disappointed!
Yeah, he doesn't even have a lemon.
That was cold. as
And
I
we all
thought it was
know
gonna be.
Corona tastes like shit without lemon.
Yeah.
Listen. I didn't come here for taste good.
Came here for family.
Shut the fuck up.
Anyway, a largely forgotten figure in the annals of annals, yeah, of magic history. Rowan left behind little in terms of a personal biography. However, Reuters report of his death survives.
Reuters.
I was
Reuters.
like,
Sorry.
The press organisation.
Oh, okay.
I think I've heard of it.
It
sounds
says-
German.
Like half the articles in the local paper come from Reuters.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like all the international stuff.
really?
Most of it. It's like
Fucking
that was
hell.
a dog howl. Jesus.
So,
Bowing and wowing.
Yeah, it's like Reuters and Associated Press are like most of the news that you get. Like a lot of news outlets will just take articles from them, and that's the whole point, really. But yeah.
Nice.
Anyway, a ghastly death befell a traveling magician named Carr here this afternoon, when his oft-repeated stunt of allowing him to be strapped in a straitjacket and charged by a motor car failed. A large crowd, including numerous small children, saw the car dash into Carr and kill him.
Of course,
He was
there
struck
were
by the
children.
right wheel, which severed one of his legs.
Let's not do that.
Severed.
Severed.
Jesus.
In a straitjacket. Like, was he
In
meant to
front
jump?
of children.
Was he meant to jump over the car? Because it doesn't actually say.
I don't think children. Yeah.
I feel like, because most people that do that, they have supercars, so they're like super low to the ground, and then they, jump or do a flip or something over it. But in a straitjacket too, where you can't even get like the movement.
I feel like there's a certain level of magic trick that children shouldn't be taken to.
No.
Where there's too much risk involved.
Yeah.
Like ones where they're like underwater, like they're in the tank, they could fucking drown,
There was
or
one of those.
they're
I don't
about to
have
get
it in
hit
this
by
thing, but
something.
this guy was strapped in a tank, like the whole thing, doing the locks and things, and then suspended in the air. And I think he did survive. Like, I think they did get him out, but I think he died later on.
Right.
But just the time that it took to like lower him safely was like 30 seconds or something. And they saw he'd gone unconscious, and then they had to lower him out of the sky without, breaking the glass box. And then they still had to unlock everything themselves and get him out. And he was pasty when they pulled him out, man. Like, he was
Yes.
white. And this was like in the middle of a street.
Oh.
Like, this was like a public crowd magic
If
you-
trick. Is it even called a magic trick by that point? It's just a stunt gone wrong,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I hesitate to classify escape artists like under the magician umbrella. Like,
Yeah.
No, like, and if you're going to be doing something like that, you need to be absolutely certain that you can get out of it
Yeah.
if something goes wrong. Like, I get that's the whole spectacle, but there needs to be proper safeguards, and you need to be 100% sure that you can actually do the trick.
Yeah. There was
I
another
feel like
one.
a lot of this can be chalked up to these guys just, doing it without doing the proper preparations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was another one. I'm not sure if it's in here. Is it in
My
here?
microphone is just picking up shit happening out there. It was
Probably.
a door slam in a
Potentially.
car.
Okay, I don't think it's in here, but there was another one just quickly. So it was called Escaping Out of the Milk Tin or something.
The milk
And it's like a
tin.
giant metal. What do you call it?
I
Like
don't know,
milk,
I just
milk
like the s- I
canister
just like
sort
the
of thing.
sound of the
so it's
milk
like
tin.
it's like a giant tin like that, and then the top comes up like that, and then it's got a lid.
Right.
But it had it was filled with water. It was one of
Yes.
those escape things. But
no
the trap,
milk. Ah,
I know,
disappointing.
the trap door. Apparently, in getting it to the theater or show wherever they were, it had been hit or dropped or something, and it dented. So the escape door had a slight dent in it, which made it inoperable. But nobody knew that, and they didn't feel the need to test it before the show, apparently.
Jeez.
And he almost died because the escape door just wouldn't open.
Yep. See, that's what I'm talking about. You
Gotta
need to be
double
absolutely
check,
sure that
triple
everything
check
is working
everything,
correctly.
like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Like, there's so many ways things can go wrong.
Mm.
And
I saw a video not long ago, where I think it was a Modern Rogue video with Brian Brushwood, where he was showing how he does his because he used to be a stage magician, and he was showing how he would do his straitjacket escape, and basically he's barely strapped into the thing. Like, he gets a volunteer from the audience to strap him in, but he's flexing and stretching the entire time that they're like putting him into it.
yeah.
And he's like, most of his escape performance is just selling it to the audience.
Yeah.
So he's flexing like while they're strapping him in, and then he just loosens himself, and he can easily get the arms over his head and unbuckle everything. But most of the performance is selling it to the audience that I'm actually trapped in here and I'm straining to get out. Like,
Yeah.
that's the whole thing. It's all just theatre, really.
Yeah. There was
And
this,
that's what it should be.
it was the thing, because, like, I mean, the ones that I've got are people who, like, died on stage. But there was this one, it was, like, on a morning show, like a breakfast show.
Oh,
And this magician, he had 3 paper bags. 2 of them were empty. One of them had a small board with a nail sticking out.
Yep.
And he puts the bags down, and then he slams his hand on it as hard as he can, and the bag falls or whatever.
Yeah, I can see where
But-
this is going. I don't think we need to.
But-
I don't want to think about it.
I feel like I've actually
So-
seen a video of
It's
this
like
happen.
the pencil
He-
trick from the Dark Knight.
He does one, and, crushes it and things.
Oh no.
And then gets the breakfast host to slap one, and she hits the wrong one,
Oh my god.
and she puts the nail straight through her hand,
she-
and on like live on air, and she's just trying not to, like, because it's just these paper bags, and they're slapping them down on the table and being like, oh my god. She just smacks her hand, and the nail goes straight through her hand, and she's just trying to be professional because they're live. And she, like, puts her hand below the counter, and she's like, oh, and she, like, she just slowly crouches. Props to her for not crying bloody murder.
Yeah.
Like, I would be like, cut the cameras, no, I'm done. Like, bro, and the magician's sitting there like, ooh, like, he's actually not doing
yikes.
anything. He's just sitting there like,
It's like, whoops, I'll take the check.
the
I'll be out.
video is so awkward.
Brian Brushwood actually used to perform that trick fairly frequently as well.
Damn.
Yeah, except he didn't use a nail. He used a. He didn't use a nail. He used a knife, like set in a block, and he would put the paper bags
It's
over
even
it.
worse.
And, no, but he performed it correctly every time,
Yeah.
and then.
I feel like
He-
you
and then
just
he
have
once-
a cut out in one of the bags so you know which one it is.
No, not even that. It's just I'm sure I've looked up how the trick is done before, but yeah, I don't remember. But he did he put a video out on YouTube or something once where he intentionally made it look like he did the trick wrong. So he had the knife under the bag, and he spun the table, and then he like put his hand down on the first bag and then made it look like he'd stabbed himself. So he had like a fake knife sticking out the back of his hand the whole time, so that when he slammed his hand down on the bag, it looked like he'd stabbed. It was great.
That's funny.
And there are so many people who believed that it was real.
Oh my god.
But yeah, it was just yeah.
I think
it was a trick.
Actually seen the video of that.
Yeah.
I don't want
breakfast
to.
show thing. It's for some reason it's in my brain. There's something.
Yeah.
I believe I have.
And
I
then
was
like it
ugh.
shows like an interview later, and her hand is like all like it's bandaged and things, but the bandage is like that thick. She's
Yeah.
like, "No, it's fine. See." And
Hope
I'm
you got
like,
your tetanus shot.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I know, right?
fuck's sakes.
This one.
Jesus.
Black Herman created such an aura of the invincible mysticism that nobody believed he died. So, Black Herman, aka Benjamin Rucker, died of natural causes on stage. Herman was a political radical influenced by Marcus Garvey and similar thinkers of the time, who I'm so bad at reading this.
I know that name, Marcus. I know that name. Why do I know that name?
You're asking the wrong person. Okay, we can skip that.
Okay.
Black Herman was most known for being buried alive, a trick that could last as long as a week. He wasn't actually buried, though. It just appeared that he had been. At the end of a show in Louisville, Kentucky? KY, Kentucky?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Louisville, yes.
Yes. In April 1934, Rucker suffered a heart attack and died. Most people believe that this was part of his act, a new trick he was trying out, and refused to believe he had died. His former assistant used this to his advantage, putting Herman's corpse on view and charging a fee to see if he was in fact deceased.
It's like when. Do you remember that Wiggles show when Jeff had a heart attack?
No?
No,
He collapsed on stage.
I do not.
Oh,
remember this.
actually, yeah, no, I do.
They
I do
didn't
vaguely.
realize because they thought he was doing his sleeping bit.
Yeah,
What the fuck?
That was so bad.
yeah,
Oh
bruh.
my god! I'm sorry. That just absolutely reminded me of that.
But the fact that
Oh,
his
Wake up,
assistant,
Jeff.
Yeah.
yeah,
Wake up, Jeff.
could you imagine his assistant, like, putting his body on display, being like, "Told you he's dead."
Yeah.
1934. It was a different time. It was a different time.
Starts the
Pretty
blow.
sure,
They're like, it's like, oh, I smell some shit somewhere. That's
Yeah.
weird. I am
what's his name? The circus guy.
the circus guy.
Yeah, Greatest Showman.
Yeah. Well,
Hugh
yeah,
Jackman.
Yes, Hugh Jackman.
I haven't actually watched it. I just know Hugh Jackman.
Oh my god.
I don't remember the name, but yeah, we know who you're on about though.
Yeah. So when, Hugh Jackman had this woman in his like in his circus in the freak show, and I think in the movie they tell a pretty sanitized story about it, but yeah, she was not treated well, and then when she died, he kept her corpse like on display as part of the freak show. Yeah.
Wait, which character from the
Oh my
movie?
god, Hugh Jackman.
No, I'm saying which character.
Oh, I have no idea.
Oh,
I've not seen it.
oh, okay, jokes.
No, this is the historical figure. P.T. Barnum, that's his name. Oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus
I
Christ.
was looking at.
Yeah. I just wanted to know what character he kept on.
I'm gonna look up the cast so I can
Beans.
I
tell.
don't think that'll help because the only characters I know, like lead females, there's a trapeze artist and the bearded lady.
She Lutz, the bearded lady.
He's speaking gibberish.
let me see.
Yeah.
That's her
I don't know
name.
names.
Anyway,
You-
we'll move on while you're doing that.
Yes, I wouldn't. I've clearly established I don't remember things.
You
Well,
don't care to remember either.
No.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll move on. So, Washington Irving Bishop was killed either by a fit on stage or from his autopsy.
okay.
I will proceed.
It can happen.
Why? I'll tell my story after you've
Yes.
done that.
Washington Irvine Bishop was an American mentalist and spiritualist, best known for his ability to read people's minds and for being the originator of the blind drive, the trick other magicians took up, which was exactly what it sounds like, driving with a blindfold on. Bishop was also
Sounds right.
known for suffering calyptic fits. Yeah.
I've definitely heard that, but I
Or
don't know what it is.
cataleptic. Yeah. Anyway, suffering fits. Which sent him into temporary catatonic states, so like paralysis states. Even during performance, he could pass out at any minute. Because of this, he carried a note in his pocket explaining that he probably wasn't dead and should not have an autopsy performed on him. On May 12th, 1889, Bishop collapsed on stage at the Lamb Club in New York City. But then he recovered and continued performing. After passing out the second time, however, he was determined dead. Physicians performed an autopsy on him only a few hours after his collapse, declaring that Bishop passed away from hysterocalypsy. Hysterocalypsy.
Okay.
I assume from having...
So was he actually dead, or was it the... Oh, wait.
Did he have a uterus?
I'm sorry?
Hystero would suggest
Hysterocalypsy.
gynecological issue.
Show me the word.
HYSTEROCALEPSY.
Hang on, read
You
that
think he
out
was
again.
there yet?
read that out again.
HY.
Uh-huh.
STR. Well, TER, sorry.
Yep.
O.
O.
CAT.
Okay.
ALEPSY.
All I can think of-
Hysterocatalepsy.
all I can think of is a hysterectomy, but I don't know what that is. Probably something bad.
All right, hysterocatalepsy.
Do I remember what a hysterectomy
I mean,
is?
you know, that's the origin of the word.
That's it.
That's the option of the word hysteria. Is
What?
because you know about. Do you know about the history of
When you finish a sentence, maybe I'll be
I
able to
thought you were
tell
about
you.
to say the history of Hitler. I'm like, what?
what?
That's
no.
what- What?
No, we're talking.
H words. H words linked to H
so-
words.
Finish your sentence and I'll be able to tell you if I know it.
I'm trying to organize my thoughts. No,
Chaos on here.
no, because women were believed to, you know, it was. Oh my god, what? How do I explain this? Hysteria was believed to be a women's health issue.
Okay.
Okay.
Like only women suffered from quote unquote hysteria.
Yeah.
You know, and it was caused by female hormones.
Yeah.
And that's where the word hysteria comes from. Is it has the same root as, you know.
Yes,
am I-
we understand.
Yes.
We understand.
Okay,
Do you
good.
understand?
Yes.
We understand. Don't worry. You
But
don't have
have
to
we
finish it.
determined
If
what...
you're big brain enough. you
Well,
can
I wasn't
figure it out.
prepared to explain that, so I don't know how to without using the words that you don't understand.
Yeah, true. But have we declared
sorry.
what hysterocatalepsy is?
Catalepsy, from the ancient Greek, is a nervous condition characterized by muscular rigidity and fixity of posture, regardless of external stimuli, as well as decreased sensitivity to pain.
So basically he had a stroke and then rigor mortis set in, but like it was part of the fit.
Sort of like a
Presumably,
coma, but not a coma.
Yeah.
Temporary coma.
Yeah, but it also said
Wait,
like
aren't
the
all
tightening of
comas
muscles and things
temporary?
like that. So that's what I'm saying. So it's kind of like rigor mortis sort of thing.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
guess. Rigor-
Anyway,
Mm.
Bishop's wife and mother claimed Bishop had been in a trance-like state, not dead, after his fit, and was killed by the autopsy, which sliced open his skull and removed his brain. Charges were brought against the doctors, but they were never convicted. That's really odd to do an autopsy only a few hours after death, though, right? Like, depending on the circumstances, don't they normally wait like a day?
I don't know actually.
I feel like if you've had like a car accident or something or whatever, and you need an autopsy, like, but if someone's had like a heart attack, I feel like you don't do an autopsy like a couple
Yeah, that
hours.
seems quite fast.
I don't know,
Generally, you would. I feel like they'd prioritize. Wait, where did this happen? Where was the performance?
New York.
I feel like it'd be wow. That's okay. That's weird because you'd
If-
think there'd be a lot more important things to
Yeah.
go before that, like actual criminal cases.
you were sure that it was a heart attack, why would you need to perform an autopsy?
I don't know. That's just the first thing that came to mind.
I don't actually know like when an autopsy is required. I should look into that.
I think it's just like suspicious
I mean,
causes of
it
death.
should be
but-
pretty soon after, but like,
Or I mean, I guess if you die from a heart attack, but nobody was there to witness you die. So if you're found dead and they're like, oh, okay, it was a heart attack.
It's like that episode of Firefly. Where,
He's
You've got so many pop culture references that I just don't understand.
yeah.
So one of Mel and Zoe's old war buddies has his corpse mailed to the crew.
Yeah.
And
Lovely.
they get the ship's doctor to perform an autopsy on him. But when he starts cutting into him, the dude wakes up and starts screaming. It turns out he wasn't dead. He just mailed himself to them to avoid debt collectors. It's a lot more complicated than that. It's a fantastic episode, but yeah, we need to watch Firefly. We've been talking about that.
Have we?
Doing reaction stuff?
Oh, I thought you
Yeah.
meant we've been talking about Firefly, and I was like,
Well, that was one of the ones that I mentioned because you
Oh,
haven't
okay.
seen it. And any excuse to watch Firefly, Joss Whedon's fuckery notwithstanding. No, you guys don't know about Joss Whedon?
I know who Joss Whedon is.
okay.
Scumbag.
Is he?
Fantastic filmmaker, absolute scum human being.
What was he in that was really weird that he was in Big Bang Theory? That's it.
Probably.
He was in Big Bang Theory, and
He
it was
probably
really
is.
weird, I thought.
He's a writer, director.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He did Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, and the first two Avengers movies. And also Justice League.
He did the first two. What?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, I thought
Joss Whedon directed the Avengers and
I thought
Avengers
Joss
Age of
Whedon
Ultron.
was actually like very obscure. Apparently not.
No, he's been huge since like the 90s.
Really?
Buffy, yeah.
What the?
Buffy, Dollhouse, Firefly, yeah.
Okay, I thought he was just a dying actor.
No, Joss Whedon has been huge and
Okay.
hugely influential on pop culture. But yeah, he's like been accused by so many actresses of sexual assault.
Oh.
Yeah. Just not a very nice guy.
Yeah.
Like fantastic filmmaker. I'm not going to deny that. Like I love a lot of his work, but yeah, the man himself, he can go die in a hole for all I care.
Absolute wanker.
Pretty much, yeah.
Damn.
Fair enough. That's
So-
got intense very quick.
It's about to get worse.
Firefly, great show. Everyone should go watch it.
Damn.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's about to get worse. So, Madame Delinsky's catching the bullet trick only had to go wrong once.
Yeah.
Once again.
The Delinskys
Yeah,
were well-known
course it
Polish
is.
husband and wife magic duo who toured Europe in the early 19th century. One of their most sensational tricks involved Madame Delinsky facing a firing squad of soldiers coming away unscathed after catching all of the bullets. This was achieved by instructing those on the firing squad to load their guns with bullets that they had.
All right.
This was achieved by
Zoom in and
instructing.
enhance.
Record scratch.
This was achieved by instructing those on the firing squad to load their guns with bullets that they had secretly torn open, emptying the gunpowder and making them into blanks.
Because there's no way that this can go wrong.
No.
That's what I was like,
Definitely
tearing
not.
open a bullet. Am I reading this right?
That's not a good
That's why I was confused.
Nope.
In 1820, Madame Delinsky, pregnant at the time, was performing the bullet catching trick in Germany to the royal family. A member of the firing squad conscripted for the performance was nervous on stage and accidentally put the real bullet in his gun and shot Madame Delinsky through the abdomen.
Oh.
Members of the royal family reportedly fainted. The infant inside her was immediately killed and she died 2 days later. Her husband
fuck's
supposedly went mad with grief.
So, nothing happened from just fake, well, not fake bullets, but empty gunpowder bullets being in there? Just kind of, the hammer kind of just slapped them and was like, okay.
Yeah, apparently so.
Okay, I mean,
Don't know how, but
I
Okay.
guess the hammer wouldn't be hard enough to even push them out at all. Yeah, no, I think about it.
So
That reminds me of the fucking, the YouTuber couple.
oh
and
god.
He
Yeah.
decided he was going to hold, like, a certain number of books. I don't remember how.
I'm pretty
And
sure it was one book.
One book, and she shot him with
Oh,
a 50 caliber pistol. I believe
Yep.
it was a Desert Eagle.
It was
Yeah,
Desert Eagle,
yeah,
yep.
yeah.
Oh my god, you would have to be like, as sad as it is, Jesus Christ.
Had they not watched a single episode of Mythbusters?
I'm
Have
pretty
they
sure
not
also
seen a Desert Eagle fire. That thing is
like Mr. Beast has
machine.
also done something like that. He didn't fire the weapon, but they had one, and what did they shoot through? They shot through like 50 something or others though. Like, but they had 50 of them, and it was like all in a line, and they had space in between them, so they there was room for it to, what do you call it, travel, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah. And it still shot through everything. If you wanted to test whether or not the bullet would go through the book, why would you still stand in front of it?
Yeah. Like,
why would you not just put it to the side and be like, let's test this
exactly.
first?
Like, at least fire around at the book on its own first.
Yeah, like a test shot.
Don't just trust that this thing you haven't tested is going to protect you.
Yeah, and
I feel like most
If it
bullets
was-
would go for a book.
if it
you
was
know?
bulletproof, why don't all soldiers just carry a book in there? Like,
exactly.
Yeah, fuck.
bulletproof vests aren't always 100%
you-
effective,
you
and you're
did-
like, a book will save me.
I mean, you did hear stories about like maybe like Bibles or whatever in like chest pockets, but then again,
But yeah,
they'd probably be getting shot at from
yeah.
fucking hundreds of meters away.
Someone's not
Yeah.
standing here being like,
Yeah.
boom.
and the Mythbusters did that one.
Yeah.
They did that story.
Yeah.
They didn't shoot at an actual Bible because the range they were at wouldn't let them. But they shot at books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they didn't work.
Fuck's sakes.
But yeah, and
Don't do that.
yeah, the book saved. It's probably literally like a stray bullet or something. Like it wasn't probably
Yeah.
aimed at them or whatever.
Or it would be like a really low caliber, like it would be like a
Yeah.
fucking officer with his pistol running across the trench, like pew, pew, you know,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it wouldn't be like a 7.62 or whatever that they usually carried. So yeah,
yeah.
Those
It's
are
like
devastating.
some people just. I wonder if it was her idea. I wonder if she was just trying to get rid of her partner. Because like you can't be that thick, right? No, you can. You 100% can.
You 100% can.
I saw this video the other day, and it was Americans pointing to America, and like 90% of them got them wrong. They just went up to people on the street, and they're like, "Where's America?"
love the videos of it's this one guy, and it's just this one video, and he's just going around asking Americans about the simplest fucking shit.
Well, there was one who asked Americans if we should get rid of if we should save the Homo sapiens, and they're like, "Nah, they do nothing for us. Just let them go extinct, man." And I was just like, "You absolute
It's
tosser,
so
man!"
Funny.
Have you seen the one where he I don't know if it's the same guy, but someone was asking people on the street whether they supported the bombing campaign in Agrabah.
Oh, I don't remember this.
Agrabah being the city from Aladdin.
Yeah.
I remember
Just in case anyone was
the one
confused.
from the video I was watching. It was he asked a person who was just on the beach or whatever. He was just like, "Oh, so do you know what country Venice, Italy is located?" She's like, "I'm supposed to be a teacher. I should
God.
know this." And she's like, "Europe." And I'm like, "No." That pains me so much.
I mean, yes, but no.
he doesn't even correct him. He's like,
Yeah.
"Congratulations, you got it right." And I'm like,
There's this guy on
"You're
Zoom.
fueling this
This guy, well,
people."
Omegle actually. He's been going on Omegle, and he's just like, "So, like, where's New Zealand?" And people are like, "Australia, right?" And I'm like,
That's always gonna be a
Yeah.
huge answer. We're so unknown. Like I think about it, it's whack. We live here, but like,
yeah.
how many people actually know we exist?
How many
or
people
where we
leave New
actually
Zealand
are?
off a map is beyond me. Because that's the thing. Like, we're
That
small,
sound was
but
that I
like,
made.
we're not small. Like, I feel like Japan, in terms of like island mass and things like that, is smaller, but they never get left off a map.
There is a whole subreddit for
Yeah.
maps with New Zealand left off of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You-
Apparently,
know
Star
what? No,
Trek
no.
First
Listen.
Contact. There is a shot on the Enterprise where they're orbiting Earth, and New Zealand is not there.
Yeah.
Did you know
Listen,
that
no,
Jacinda
it's
apparently
incredible.
ran a campaign? That she ran in like an actual campaign for like.
Oh, I think I remember
Being
something like
left
that.
of-
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah. That
it
sounds
gets
about right.
worse, right?
Okay.
Social studies
Oh boy.
at high school. Well, I wasn't in social studies, but I was in a social studies class technically.
Yes.
And I look at the wall, and there's a fucking map. And you know what's not on the map? New Zealand. Where are we? New Zealand. And I'm like,
Yep.
you couldn't get a map with New Zealand on it. That is,
Out of all the maps,
yeah.
you
And
chose that one.
in a high school
Sounds about right.
in New Zealand, and you still fucked it up. And I'm
Bruh.
like, oh.
That's the thing. Some
I put
teachers,
that on the subreddit. Like, it's there
Jesus.
somewhere.
Some teachers shouldn't be teachers. Like, they just should not be teachers. You ask them something, they're like,
Or there's some people who should have retired.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, it depends if it's within their field or not.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, you kind of got to...
Like, that's the thing. I wouldn't go up to, like, an English teacher and be like, can you teach me calculus? They would be like,
panic.
yeah, but, like, there's certain things you ask them and they're just like, oh, you know, or they give you some sort of bullshit answer and you're like,
I think it depends if they go and research it or not.
Yeah.
If they go and research it and come back like next day, be like, right.
I would still expect most people to have a basic grasp of geography.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's just disappointing.
That's the thing. I've got a very basic grasp because I never studied it. Never like.
Did I?
There was no subject that I
I
studied it,
did.
and then by the time geography became a thing, like I wasn't taking geography. So my geography is actually very shit. But I could still tell you most places, and I can still tell you there's 7 continents. Like basic stuff, I can still tell you that. That's why.
I feel like there's a point
Hey,
where
Vsauce,
I've reached
Michael here.
that I know so much that I forget the most basic shit. It's such a problem. And like, if you ask me if there was 7 continents, I would have to think about it. Like
Yeah.
genuinely, I'd have to count all the continents without just knowing off the top.
No,
of
but I'm
my
pretty
head.
sure there is disagreement because people like don't necessarily agree what constitutes a continent.
Well, it depends if you're counting the underwater ones. I would say.
I'm not even going to follow up on that.
Right.
exactly.
So I went and did some research because you mentioned rifle cartridges in what 1820.
Give me a second.
Oh my goodness.
I think 1820. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was very confused by that because I didn't think that like proper cartridges were being used that early on. But
Yeah, it doesn't say what.
yeah,
guns
so
they had.
the first let's see. Yeah, the first integrated rifle cartridges were invented in 1808.
Shit.
Yeah.
Huh.
And that's
Really like
an integrated cartridge being where the casing, the propellant, and the ammunition are like in one
Yeah.
piece.
right, because then technically,
It's not like
yeah,
musket where you
because a
put all the
musket
powder
can
and
be
put the
yeah,
ball in and tamp it down.
Yeah.
It's all in one piece.
because couldn't be counted at that.
So they
probably-
probably could rip it open and pour whatever.
Yeah, well,
out.
I think most of the early ones were made of paper. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Paper.
Yes.
Well, like
Paper cartridges. Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause it's just powder in a ball.
That's true.
Yeah.
I'm thinking
right.
way too hard about this.
Yeah.
I feel like the
can
catch
see
and the
it.
bullet trick, though, right?
The gears
Were
are
the
working.
first rifles lever action or bolt action?
The first rifles.
Yeah.
They were muzzle loaded,
Well,
like muskets.
they were.
Yes.
They didn't just design a fucking slap it in. They were like,
No,
let's
it was-
put the cartridge.
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah.
like a cannon. Like you take the cannon, you make it smaller, you
Is
get
this
a
us
musket.
being dumb, or
What?
This is just me learning history, pretty much.
Did you not know this?
No, I thought it just went straight from musket to fucking like lever action or some bullshit.
No.
Or bolt action.
So, no.
I didn't think about. I'm not often thinking about how the earliest rifles worked. Okay,
did you not do this in cadets? I swear we went over this in cadets.
do you think?
That's true. You
I
probably compartmentalized. Yeah, you probably
retained
compartmentalized
Okay,
everything.
so yeah, the very earliest cartridges were used with muzzle loading rifles, but then pretty soon after that, they like we're talking decades, they did start inventing the first breech loading rifles, which is what we know
Yeah.
of today.
All I can think about is cowboys.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah, I don't know, just an image of Red Dead Redemption 2 in my brain. I'm like,
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to have a talk after this.
what do you mean?
Okay, this is gonna be the last one, and then I'm gonna
Guns.
do the magic tricks. Okay.
All right, do it.
Okay. Tommy Cooper died on stage in front of millions of viewers. Is this the one that I wanted to
Tommy Cooper.
wait?
Dominic Cooper.
Yeah, sure. Tommy
Howard
Cooper
Stark.
was an English comedian and magician known for being terrible at magic. His acts consisted of screwing up tricks and mining jokes for.
Mining
Is that
jokes.
supposed to say miming?
Miming?
That-
Mining jokes.
Miming? If it's miming, he's copying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
More to that sentence or?
From mining jokes from his incompetence.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's
Okay.
like joking about his own incompetence.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Classic.
It was unusual for him. It wasn't unusual for him to fall over and lay about on stage. That's why, during his slapstick routine on Live from Her Majesty's at Her Majesty's Theatre in London, no one realised something was amiss when Cooper kneeled over on stage and died from a heart attack. Audience members laughed as Cooper lay there before them, dying. The broadcast cut as Cooper was pulled off stage. After several attempts to revive him failed, he was transported to hospital where he was proclaimed dead.
How long do you think he'd lay there? Before they were like, oh.
Well, that's the thing. But he would have been like on his knees for, because that's the thing. Heart attacks can last for like, a couple minutes. So he was like, clutching over, dying on stage, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, this guy's fucking hilarious!" Like,
hee hee ha ha, man dying.
what a jokester!
Gosh.
What a joker!
Fuck.
Yeah.
Perfect tone.
And he's just dying, and literally had to get dragged off stage, which probably would have been funnier.
I hate that.
Because their assistant coming on stage and dragging him off. That's like part of the skit.
Well, at least they realised something was wrong.
After he was dead.
Yeah, if I saw that, I'd probably laugh.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't know any better.
Yeah, you'd be like, "Oh, this isn't part of the routine."
You wouldn't expect somebody to die in front of you.
Yeah.
You'd think
that's the thing. That must be so harrowing, like seeing someone die.
Maybe.
Oh yeah.
You were like,
I would assume so.
We'll actually make this the last one because this is the 8th one on the thing. It's like the last one on the list, so may as well.
8.
Joseph W. Burns was crushed to death after. Oh, and it was filmed. I actually watched this last night. It's like, what an idiot!
Fuck, bro?
You don't see him. You just see the thing. So
the thing.
Joseph W. Burris was enamored with Harry Houdini, who wanted to be even greater than his idol. On Halloween night,
Classic.
1990, the 64th anniversary of Houdini's death, the 34-year-old magician was buried alive in a plastic coffin.
Okay.
At an amusement park before a crowd of onlookers, including his own children.
Okay.
There was little cause for alarm on the day, as Burris, known as the Amazing Joe, had successfully performed the trick the year before. However, at that time, he was only buried with dirt. In 1990, he added cement to the mix, and apparently didn't take into account the extra weight. As the truck started pulling away, his coffin was crushed immediately. Rescuers began digging him out upon hearing the coffin collapse, but Burris was dead by the time they got to him. So in the video, it says, so they fill it up sort of, like the coffin, it looks like a square box, like a perspex box.
Right.
He's inside it, it's fine. And they're shoveling the dirt onto him, so it's not like compressed, but they're just sort of shoveling it on. But they only fill the 6-foot gap, probably maybe like 3 or 4 feet with dirt.
Yeah.
The 2 feet on top is all cement, wet cement. Literally, the timing is so like scary on point, because they've with their shovels, they're like smoothing up the cement. One guy taps it, and as soon as he walks away, you just see all the cement go and cave in.
Test your shit.
Yeah.
Test your shit.
And they immediately start like scraping it out, but like it's wet cement. It's like, how are you digging through wet cement? And his kids and things were just like there.
Again.
Stupid.
Yeah.
It's like, let me change this up. Let me change this up without testing.
Wet cement probably weighs like, what, 3 times as much as dirt?
Probably, yeah.
It's
At least.
So much denser. Jesus Christ.
But I mean,
and like
that
dirt,
as well.
dirt's not compact either, so
Yeah.
it's actually pretty light, relatively.
Yeah.
If you think about it.
So that cement was probably seeping through the dirt too.
It could be, yeah. I don't know how porous dirt is.
I mean,
dirt
but
compared to
like
cement.
the liquid from the cement
At
as it
least a
starts
little
drying.
bit. I don't think it would go all the way down.
Well, yeah, no, but it would start like compacting that top layer of dirt, meaning they could put more cement in.
Yeah. I guess.
Perhaps.
I think about cement and dirt works. I don't know about the.
I don't know. But anyway, magic.
Hands. You're gonna do magic.
I'm gonna attempt magic.
So yeah, the other thing I was going to bring up with that autopsy one was James A. Garfield, President of the United States, was shot twice by an assassin. I think he was shot in the back and the arm. Did not die from the gunshot wound. He died from infection introduced by the surgeons trying to save him. Yeah.
Yikes.
Rip.
When did he die?
It's a bit of an F.
Yeah.
1881. Someone is trying to contact me.
Someone is trying to contact me.
Yes. 1881. He died aged 49. Someone left the front door wide open. Good job.
I closed it.
You came in last. Did you close it properly?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Well, clearly not, apparently.
Oh boy. All right.
Wait,
So
is that why Kaiser went apeshit?
Please make sure you close the door properly, because it can feel like it closes sometimes, but sometimes it does not actually close. It has to
Danny's
click.
not home, right?
Oh, she's home now.
Yes, it has
Which
to
means
click.
she would have come home after me. Or wait, is that her now
Yes.
saying...
Yes.
Oh.
Remember 30 minutes-ish ago when I said, do you reckon my microphone's picking up those sounds? Like the door slamming and the car door slamming? That door was probably the front door opening 30 minutes ago, so that's great.
Oh boy.
That's
All right.
brilliant.
Do your magic.
Do you reckon
Right.
anything
Cool.
got stolen? Probably.
We hope not. As long as Kaiser's still inside is my main...
Yeah,
We just...
He doesn't tend to run out when the door's open.
Oh, okay, fair.
pretty sure.
But okay, when I say magic, this is more like brain teasers, like mind
Okay.
teasers sort of thing. It's not actually like I'm pulling a nickel from your ear. Ooh. You guys are so unimpressed.
I want to see the magic.
Okay.
I'm waiting, bro.
I'm gonna do this one with you because you seem to be. I think he's too smart for this one.
That's
Thanks.
fair, that's fair. I don't particularly think about magic very often.
Exactly.
So,
yeah, I feel like he'll. I mean, you'll probably know this one too, but I just feel like I could trick you easier.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so say this quickly, okay? Right? Just don't think about it, just like quick. Okay? I'm waiting for the ready. Yes? Hello?
Okay.
Okay. What's 1 plus 1?
2. Fuck. I'm not ready for math.
I
right.
picked the right person. Okay. What's 1 plus 1?
2.
2 plus 2?
4.
4 plus 4?
8.
8 plus 8?
16.
Name a vegetable.
Zucchini.
Oh,
Took
okay.
you way
Damn.
longer.
Okay. Damn, it didn't work. I was about to do the... Okay.
Bro, I'm
Hold on.
stressed.
I was going to go with carrot, but okay.
Oh, fuck, I should have picked you. Okay, so when he said it, I was going to say carrot at the same time because it says the
okay.
answer that normally comes out is carrot.
Bro, I am big brain.
Damn it, I
You
should have
reckon?
picked you.
Yeah, probably.
Shit.
Weak.
So I was doing it in my head at the same time, yeah.
Yeah, because like when he was going to start saying the word, I was going to be like carrot, and that was going to be the trick. Like at the same time, being like,
You hit a Z and you're like, what the fuck?
yeah. You were like, zzz, and I was like, hold up, zucchini, what?
Bro, what can I say?
Oh man. Okay,
You gonna...
I'm gonna go with
All
leave
right.
this time.
With the person
Okay.
who might actually like be susceptible to it.
Yeah. Okay, so
Maybe I'm too big brain.
Maybe I'm too
Maybe.
dumb.
Yeah, probably.
yeah, you're so dumb. That's why.
All right,
Okay,
give it to me.
so look me in the eyes, right?
Okay.
And do not break eye contact with me. Okay. The connection has been established.
Mm-hmm.
What did you have for dinner last night?
What did I have for dinner last night? Macca's.
Fuck.
What?
It's supposed to be like, at this point, ask them what they had for dinner. Most likely they will not remember because it's impossible to recall when focusing.
Really?
Because generally when you recall something, you're like, but apparently the whole eye contact thing is supposed to like break your brain. Probably because you got takeaways though.
Yeah, Macca's.
Like I
Hell
reckon
yeah.
if you had cooked something, you would have been like,
I mean, I've been cooking the same thing all week aside from that, so you know.
oh, well, okay, well.
Gotta do the cooking by the book. You know, you're really shit at this, aren't you?
Like literally, I was scoping like brain teasers and things like that for so long, and these were the good ones.
So where's the dictionary come into play?
Right now,
All
actually.
right, let's do this.
Right here, right now.
Sunday.
Okay,
No.
Oh.
Dumb and Dumber. There you go. There's a
Monster
book.
I
Okay.
had a
truck.
book.
Okay.
Why did you give it to the person? You know,
Look out, he's got a book.
slapdash.
All right.
Okay. Oh, one of you need a calculator, I guess.
Have that.
Thanks.
All right. Calculadora.
I just need one of these tricks to work. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Pick any 3-digit number, as long as the numbers are not recurring. So it can't be like 111. So it can be like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, like just any
271.
271.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Reverse the number.
172.
172.
Mm-hmm.
subtract the larger number from the smaller one. So 271 take away 172.
Wait, you want read that out again?
271 take away 172.
Okay, so larger number. No, subtract the smaller number from the larger number.
Well, yeah.
Okay, all right. No, I was just confused as to because I didn't hear it right.
Oh no, I did say it wrong because it does say subtract the larger number from the smaller one. It does say that.
Oh, okay. So I was right the first time.
Yes, but you should do it the way I told you to. The bigger number. Big number minus smallest number.
Okay. All right.
It is just
271 minus 172.
I know, because it
Okay.
says here, tell them to subtract the larger number from the smaller number, but then they've got the bigger number first.
Okay.
So, typo on this thing.
I hope.
Anyway,
All right.
what's the answer?
Negative 172.
No, okay.
Hang on, let me do that again. 271 minus
Big from little. No, little from big.
99.
99? Oh, it says tell them to reverse the number, but okay. Yeah. Tell them to subtract... Nope.
You're right there.
Yes. Add the last sums. What's it, 99 plus 99?
Sure.
We're following you right now, Chief.
Yes, I know. So, we reverse number. Oh, no, sorry.
Scintillating content.
127. It was 127. Right?
172.
172, sorry.
The suspense is
172 plus 99
Okay, 99 plus 172, yep.
equals.
Equals 271.
This is
The original number. You okay?
apparently not. Okay, wait, we're going to do this again.
All right.
Okay, we're going to start from the beginning. So,
456.
Do you want a new number?
what was your number? 271.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, we're going to do this again because I swear if this is just broken, I'm going to be like, bruh.
Let's use a different number.
So we're doing this number. I wanted to make sure it's right. Okay.
All right.
And I'm just going to read it instead because I'm trying to like paraphrase it for you. I'm just going to read it as it is.
Okay.
Okay. Tell the volunteer with the calculator. Oh no, you've picked the number.
That's me.
Fine. Sorry. Tell them to reverse the number.
Okay.
So it makes it 172.
Yes, it does.
Tell them to it says subtract the larger number, but in brackets it's got the big number minus small number. That's what it says. So 271 minus
271 minus 172, yes, is 99.
Okay, and then it says reverse the answer, but 99 is 99.
Okay, so we got 99.
Tell your volunteer to add the last sums. So 99 plus 99
Okay, 99 plus 99
makes
is 198.
198.
Yes.
What's with the face there?
It's supposed to be a specific number, isn't it?
Mm.
Is it because it's 99?
What's the number?
I think so.
Let's go for a different number.
What's the number
it
it's supposed
says
to be?
tell the volunteer to pick the first three digits, which is 108. Whereas that would make it 109.
Okay, let's go.
wouldn't it?
I'm going to pick a new number.
Wait, what was the number?
198. 198.
Oh, yeah, no, so that's just fucked anyway. Well, then why does it say pick any three-digit number? Because it's like whatever they choose, it's going to be... So clearly not.
456. So
456?
So 456. Or maybe it is supposed to be the other way around. We subtract the larger
No,
number.
because you're not supposed to have a negative number.
Are you sure?
Yes, because it says subtract the larger number from the smaller one, but then this example says 965 take away 569.
Math.
Or is it? Do.
Why?
Vsauce music.
I can't believe you've broken all my trains.
Okay, 654 minus 456 is 198.
Oh, fuck.
Reverse the answer.
Isn't that what I got for the thing?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Okay. All right. So this is what's happening here, isn't it? Okay. 891. Okay.
And then tell your volunteer to add the last two sums. So 198 plus 891.
So plus 198. 1089.
Yeah, that's what it was supposed to be. And then it says
okay.
the first three digits are 108. Because you use those first three digits.
You just did it wrong.
What do you mean I did it wrong?
It literally says any 3-digit number. So I don't get why that's
Yeah.
broken. I think it's because it ended up as a 2-digit number.
Yeah, I don't know about that, Hefe.
I'm just too
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, yeah.
Apparently.
Anyway, go to the dictionary and check the 9th word on page
108.
108.
Is it magic?
108 ninth word.
Yeah.
It's
Funny enough, this is the part where it can fuck up.
Nah. Well, yeah, because not every dictionary is going to be the same. What is the 9th word?
CNN.
See, this is the
Oh,
fuck
wow,
up bit
that
is
peaked.
because
Oops.
in this dictionary,
Let me see that.
Cable News Network.
skip
What
the
do you see?
abbreviations.
Hang on, let me see this. Let me see this. Not
I skipped the abbreviation.
Gimme.
I just did by line for like the bold words.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. A couple of them aren't actually words. They're like so
one.
skip the
two-
abbreviation.
Are we
bits.
including the word A?
No.
Is that okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Into
Are you on page 100?
108. Hang on. Do you want the like just words in general or the actual like?
Give me the book.
Hang on. 1, 2, 3.
Are you on page
108? 9. Colorado. Yes.
I need the book.
Okay. All right. Oh my gosh.
You are actually a moron.
Jesus. Christ.
No, okay. So this is where I said it could go wrong because
Yep.
CM, CNN, CO, I skipped all of those because those are just abbreviations.
Okay. All right. Give me
Yeah.
it back. Okay. See that's what I was confused about.
That's the part where I said it could go wrong because
Okay,
those are all
so-
abbreviations.
Clutter, Clydesdale, Clypeal, Clypeus, Clyster, Coach, Coach Dog, Coachman, Coaction. Okay.
Ta-da!
Coaction.
That was supposed to be the trick, as I knew what the word was.
Oh, very nice.
But it's all broken because Conall broke it. Conall broke my goddamn trick.
Oh no. Okay, all right. Let's do the other one. Let's
Okay.
do the other one here.
I mean, this has nothing. This is just the one in between.
Right,
Okay.
let's see if he's the wild card.
Yeah, let's try this one. Okay.
See, I knew there were going to be math tricks.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. I reckon I can get you to say the number 14.
14.
14.
You reckon?
Yes,
You fucking reckon?
I do.
Well, come and have a go if you think you're
Okay.
hard enough.
What is 2 plus 3
5.
and times 3?
15.
See? Got you to say it. Got you to say 15.
Don't you try to gaslight me, woman.
I know. See, you're too quick for it. That's why I was like, I'll do the math ones on Conall. because
I'm
it's
wise
like-
to your tricks, she-devil.
I was like, I'll do the math ones on Conall because he'll just panic and be like, "What?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
These are all so
That's-
shit.
That's like something you do. Oh my god! Now that's something you would do to confuse a toddler.
Yeah.
We
yeah.
did figure it out, and it was very anticlimactic.
Yeah.
Do it on him.
Okay. I bet you I can say the number. I bet you I can get you to say the number 14. Okay. What's 2 plus 3? 5. And
You're not
5
even
times 3? 15. There you go. I got you to say 15. He just doesn't care enough.
He wasn't even.
Why would
You
that
didn't
be
even have a-
interesting?
You
Because
didn't
you were
even have
supposed
a
to say
mic.
14.
This happens to me every single night, almost.
What?
For-
By
So
who?
one of my friends,
One moment. For anyone who was confused by that, Conall did that entire thing not talking into his mic.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that just
Yeah.
completely ruined the payoff. Okay, so one of
But
your
he
friends.
literally just looked at me and went, "Okay."
Yeah, pretty much.
so one of my friends,
You're supposed to go, "Wait,
I'm
you were
gonna
meant
call-
to tell me 14."
I'm gonna call him an acquaintance out of spite.
Or-
Literally every
Okay.
time, all he does, we're talking in Discord, and he's literally like, Conall. And I'm like, yes. And he's like, is gay. And I'm like, this is the worst fucking joke you make every single time. It's terrible.
It's not even a joke.
It's shit. It's not a joke. It's terrible. And he does it every single time he's in the chat with me, which has been quite often recently. And I do it every time because you know, maybe I actually want to hear what he wants to say. But no, he's a piece of shit.
Okay, this is the last one I've got.
It's the exact same thing.
I mean, pretty much. Pretty much. These are supposed to be like good. I expected at least one of this. Oh, actually, no, I've got one more. I expected one of these to work, to be honest. Sorry, one more after this, so I've got two more.
Oh my
I
god.
should bring some actual magic next week.
Magic.
Please. Funny, I actually screenshotted
magic.
Harry Houdini's information because I knew we were going to talk about it, but I completely forgot that I did that.
Nice.
Honestly, this whole research was just a fever dream last night.
Yeah, we can tell.
Imagine.
Okay. So,
So.
I bet I can get you to read my mind.
Okay, this is going to be a dumb thing again,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Alright.
Should we both do
Okay.
this? Or?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
So I've written down something, and I'm thinking,
Mm-hmm.
what is it? What's on my mind?
A headband. Jen's wearing a headband.
Yes.
What's on your mind?
Yeah, what am I thinking?
Right now or back then when you wrote it?
Well, you know, what am I thinking?
Right now?
How you were hoping these tricks would be better.
I hate you both because I know this isn't going to work.
How your hands are together for some reason is a ploy.
No, it's just... So, what you were meant to go is, I don't know, and that's what I'm thinking is, I don't know. Wow!
You're a disappointment.
I think that...
The problem is, he's too dumb and I'm too clever.
I just need someone to be like, because if I did this to my dad, he'd be like, oh, how would I know? And I'd be like, whoa! And he'd be like, oh, yeah, fine.
I don't want to
Like,
give you the answer you want.
Yeah, you just don't want to give me the satisfaction.
Whereas I'm genuinely trying to figure out how the trick is done.
Yeah. Okay. Guess what?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, bitch. I know you don't want me to say what. You want me to say what?
No. Hey, guess what?
Entropy.
Do you want us to say what and that's the trick?
Because I said
No.
what?
No. Okay.
Okay, guess what? Hello.
Fuck. See, it's just if you whisper at someone, they're supposed to whisper back at you. Like it's just a brain thing.
We're recording
I thought you were
we're
just
recording a
trying
podcast.
I thought
I
you were
know.
just trying to get us to say what.
No, it's just like it's just whisper something to someone, and 90% of the time they will whisper back to you.
We're not that
Excellent.
dumb.
This is all bullshit. That was every single one of the tricks that I had.
This
by
is
the way.
terrible.
Yeah. Like I said, I expected one of them to work.
This entire fucking episode has been a fever dream. Jesus Christ.
Pretty much. We went on like
Oh,
massive
Jesus.
tangents about like movies and shit like that.
Well,
It's
now,
just-
I just
now
called
I
you a
really...
bitch because like I was so confident you wanted me to say what.
Nah.
And you're gonna be like, it's the trick, I got you to say what. But that's what's
No,
gonna be.
I
Now I really want to like come back with some of my own magic because I think you're the
Can
only
you-
one who's actually susceptible to magic here.
You know, I was researching these. Like, literally, every single one of them was dumb. Like, I knew they would be dumb, but I was like, oh, maybe I could just, like, catch them out or whatever. And
Nah,
these were the good ones.
Yeah,
You
nah,
have
we're-
no idea how many brain teaser sites I went through, and I was like, wow, these people really
The
have no
only
brain
one
cells.
No,
you
we-
caught me on was the one I was too lazy to fucking like actually think about.
Yeah.
We're just built different.
We're just
Oh, yeah.
built different, bro.
But see, that's the thing. If you do magic, I
Oh my
actually
God.
have somewhere. I have like a magic card set. I don't remember. We got it in Vegas. The guy
course
was
you did.
very funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
The guy was very funny. He told us about like tax laws and shit like that.
Nice.
It was great conversation actually.
Interesting.
Tax.
Very funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the inner city of Vegas, is it doesn't have tax or does have tax? I don't remember. I think the inner circle of Vegas.
Something to do with gambling taxes, I think.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah,
it
like
has
taxes
like a
and
higher
things.
tax or something like that. And he's like, it's literally just because it's the inner city of Vegas and people like come here to spend money, so they like, But yeah, he was telling us all about this while we're standing in his shop in the center of Vegas.
Oh yeah, of course they don't care.
Yeah, he was just like, he was great. It was such a cool store. But we bought a magic card set.
Nice.
But if when's your next in 2 weeks?
Yeah.
If you can come with like some actual magic tricks, that'll be the best podcast. I fucking love magic.
I used
but
to
this
know
wasn't
some-
magic. This was like brain teasers and shit like that.
Yeah, I used to know a couple of simple card tricks
Yeah.
that were pretty right, but I've forgotten how to do them. So
Okay, well you have
I'll
2
figure
weeks.
something out.
You have 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
I want a magic show. That's what I want in these next 2 weeks.
Meanwhile, I just come in. I've mastered fire eating.
Oh, man.
just have
Swallows a sword, you know. Just like,
I've bought a straight
Hey,
jacket.
Connor, this is some pretty nice swords on your wall. It was a shame if someone were to...
Like
I'd
how
be so-
legit? Ow! I
I'd
just
panic,
bit my tongue.
bro.
But legit, how impressed would you be if I took one of those swords off the wall and just shoved it down my throat?
Bro, I'd be more concerned. I'm like, how did you learn that so quickly?
What's me
I
like?
just like hammered a nail in my nose.
I'd
Yeah.
probably like, bro, there's shit all over my swords now. Like there is whatever's in your body,
Oh dear! I am not going to swallow any blades. That's not happening.
bro. Why not?
Hey, you specified blades, so you're swallowing something.
I'm not swallowing anything.
Mind
No.
you, fire eating is actually like super not dangerous just because it's fire eating, but like you get like mouth blisters and like
Oh,
all
weird.
sorts of
Fire.
Um,
I would have thought it would be
shit. They,
not
they do
dangerous.
coat their mouths to obviously reduce whatever, but
again, Brian Brushwood. I love this guy. Yeah, he's done a whole video series on how to do fire eating properly because that was his main shtick back
Yeah.
in the day when he was a stage magician.
who was the
was-
first person who was like, I want to eat that? That'll be jokes.
it's not.
I know it's not actually eating. I know how it works, but like,
I'm not going to go into that. But yeah, it's a lot about like the type of chemical that you use
Yeah.
to sustain the fire and the way that you the way that you're using your mouth with
Yeah.
the fire and like,
you're just cutting
what's
off the
actually burning
oxygen,
and
right?
stuff. Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
yeah, but like
It's a whole thing.
That's the thing. Who was the first person to be like, this will be jokes? Trust me.
It's
Because like back
probably
then
a
they probably
magician.
didn't have like chemicals and all that sort of jazz.
Yeah, I don't know.
They were just like, this will be jokes. Trust me. The audience will go crazy for it. Just trust
I'm not
me.
even going to the reason. I'm not fire eating. Come on. Yeah. I'll do some magic. Why
Well,
not?
this was just a disappointment. Now I don't have
It was pretty sad.
I don't have anything to like end on. Just kill myself with this.
Magic.
Maybe you would even manage that, but
I
whatever.
don't know.
Dear.
Right, give me some
Yeah.
magic then. If you think it's so sad, just give me a magic.
I don't have why would I have magic? Do you take me for a person who commits to anything? Exactly.
No comment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no comment.
All right. So
I'm
that was.
so like I said, I didn't think any of them were gonna work, and you'd be like, wow, but I thought you'd be like, oh yeah, like I'd catch you out on like at least one thing. Now I'm just
No.
sad. I'm
You
gonna
should
go
be
home
sad.
and I'm gonna
I
cry
mean,
myself to sleep.
you would have got me on the first one.
Oh,
the
I
carrot.
know, yeah.
Yeah.
What was the
But I
first
chose
one again?
dumber
I
instead
remember. Bro, zucchini.
The yes.
Fuck's a zucchini.
Literally the furthest from like any of the
yeah.
simplest ones. Like, oh my god.
Oh my
How
god.
many words start with Z? And I was
Think
like,
of a country that begins with the letter D.
I know this one.
What?
Think of a country that begins with the letter D.
Denmark.
Think of an animal that starts with that last letter.
Oh shit.
That last letter being K.
Yeah, I'm aware. For fuck's sake.
He just doesn't want to get caught out.
Kangaroo.
Yeah, okay. It
Okay.
worked. That one worked. Woo!
Yeah. That was
I for some reason
well, you go to the
when,
colour
when,
next, don't you?
Apparently, but
Orange?
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
When I thought of the last letter being K, for some reason, instead of going to an animal, I went back to countries and I'm like, Kenya. I don't know why.
But see, I don't get how that one actually works, because how do you be like, oh yeah, that's what
I think it's again with the carrot one. Is that's just it's just like.
But that's the thing. If I said Denmark at the same time as him, he wouldn't be like, whoa. I'd just be saying it. So how do I prove that that's what he was supposed to say?
I think it's just statistical analysis, really.
I guess
Is
if I
that
wrote it down first, maybe.
How many countries
people
are
will say
there that start
Denmark.
with D?
Denmark.
Dominican
That's it?
Republic,
Oh,
That's
Democratic Republic of the Congo, Democratic People's Republic of Korea.
That's true.
A lot of democratic
yeah.
countries.
Anyway, this has been
Deep.
Zero Function Podcast. I was
yeah, it
your
has.
host. I'm now going to cry
My
myself to
keys.
sleep. It's Connell's week next week, buddy old boy.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm not sure if we're going ahead next week because I'm supposed to be going to Hamilton, but Hamilton just went to level 3 lockdown.
Yeah, they did.
True.
I don't. The chances I'm going are pretty
Prep.
low.
And then, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I'll definitely prep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe not. Who knows?
I'm desperately trying to think of countries that start with D. I'm still on that.
No.
Yeah, don't try. Anyway, you can find us on Instagram and Twitter at Zero Function Pod.
Yes.
And you can find each one of our socials linked below.
Yeah.
And we shall see you next week, potentially.
Maybe.
If not, it'll be the week
Try.
after. But
Yep.
yes, we'll see you. We'll see you when we see you. Peace.
Bye.
Magic.